Home in the darkness, home on the highway. Home isn't my way, home I'll never be. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence, time is the season. Time ain't no reason, got no time to show. Time everlasting, time to play beside. Time ain't on my side, time I'll never know. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and lives that were blue. But I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Burn out the day, burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you.
Hey, I've got to load that onto my StreamYard. I keep forgetting to do that. I keep forgetting to do everything. How's everybody today on this fine Friday? It was a bit nippy, but it got a little warmer just so that it can get really cold for the weekend and ruin the freaking weekend. You know? Anyway, it's been a day. I thought I was ahead of schedule. Thought I had everything taken care of. Thought I was so excited I got everything done. Had dinner cooking. Then my neighbor who lives 1, 2, 3 lots up, her grandson came down to get me because there was an emergency. Well, I'd already put my chili was cooking. All I had to do was cook. The individual things were done and put all together. Well, I went flying out of here, forgot totally about the chili cooking on the stove because, it was an emergency. And he's 8, and he was so scared and so shook up. So, yeah, I wasn't thinking about no damn pot of chili. I went flying up there. Needless to say, my chili got scorched. Yeah, all that work for nothing. I was so pissed. But I I wasn't even thinking, and my thought was to get the hell up there because the kid's really upset. And I knew nobody else was home but her. So, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so much for being ahead of schedule on anything. Let me say hi to everybody. Hey, New Zealand. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Chris Crest. Good to see you. Hey, Rowdy. Hope. How are you on this fine Friday? A whack-a-mole. You want a whack-a-mole night? We can have a whack-a-mole night. I'm gonna make me a. Oh no! Come on now. Every time I touch this iPad, it wants to block somebody. Hey, Clemson girl, how are you? Um, Maybe we should do a whack-a-mole. I'm gonna do a whack-a-mole thumbnail. Yeah, I hand peeled the taters for nothing. I couldn't. I cannot. I had a really nice potato peeler. Probably more than I should have spent on one. But I've had it for like a couple years, and I love the thing. I could not find. I can't find that damn thing anywhere. And nobody messes with my kitchen utensils. They know better. Okay, look, stay out of my damn drawers. Leave my shit alone. I tore the kitchen apart. It's gone. I don't. The only thing I can figure is my husband decided he was going to help me by peeling some potatoes over the holidays, and I think he left it in a strainer when he threw away the potato peelings. I think he threw it away with it. So yeah, I had to use I haven't used a knife to peel potatoes in so freaking long. It's horrible. It is horrible. You need a peeler. Definitely need a peeler. But yeah, I did all that. I thought I was ahead of schedule. I thought I was doing really good. And my dinner is scorched. Hey, Nikki, but it was an emergency, you know. Hey, Story Night. Hey, Rapper, how are you? So, needless to say, I had to figure out something else for dinner for the kiddos. Well, my little one won't eat chili anyway. But my daughter will. My 8-year-old, she will. But not my 5.5-year-old. Nope, not touching it. Yeah, I put potatoes in my chili. It's just the way my husband's Italian grandma, true, pure Sicilian, taught me how to make chili. The way he likes it, the way they always ate it. So you always put some potatoes in your chili, you know, it helps with the acidity from the tomato sauce and stuff. But it's good. My kids throw away silverware when they clean their bedrooms. Yeah, I don't allow mine to. Well, I can control that now, but I know once they get older, yeah, we're going to have problems. My husband takes it to work when he takes his lunches and never brings it home. So I think I'm down to like 10 spoons, probably 10 forks. I mean, he just never brings it home. I put potatoes in my tacos. Ooh, that sounds good. You put potatoes in your chili too? Cool. People look at me like I'm nuts when I say that. They're like, ew. I'm like, no, it tastes really good. Just like with our sauce, I make sauce from scratch. If I don't already have stewed down tomatoes jarred, then, you know, canned, then I cook the tomatoes and stuff down. But Sicilians drop eggs in their sauce. You just drop your egg in and it cooks up just like a hard-boiled egg. And it's really good. I remember the first time I went to dinner with at his parents' house, and they had homemade sauce, and there was eggs, and I was like, "What the hell is this shit?" I'm thinking, but oh my god, it's so good. You get your baby back ribs, you fry them in some oil and some garlic, fresh garlic, just to brown them real good. Then you drop them in the sauce. That's your. Mm-hmm. Hi, Amberly. But yeah. So my husband's going to be a little bummed. I mean, he can eat it. I ate some of it. It's scorched a little bit. I took it out of the pot. But anyway, it was an emergency. What are you going to do? You know? You know, she's 70-something. It's not the first time I've had to run up there and help. This time was a little more. But I told her I'm getting old to be up, getting her up off the floor by myself. Thank God I know how to lift. I remember lift school. But yeah, I'm getting a little too old. But she's raising her grandson, and he was so scared. I felt so bad for him. The last thing I was thinking about was a damn pot of chili whenever there was a little boy terrified. I went running out of here so fast I locked myself out of the damn house. But thank God my sliding glass door was open and my screen door back here, my bird cage, one side was open, or I'd have been stuck till my husband got home tonight. I was just in a hurry, it happens. Hi, Grandma Sherry, how are you? It's good to see you. Hi, Literally Davis. But yeah, I was so excited for the chili too. Oh well, I started cooking that shit early this morning. Oh well. Just would have been the perfect weekend for some leftover chili. Being it's going to be cold. I put sour cream, bacon bits, and cheese on my potatoes. Yeah. Yeah, good baked potato. Yeah, that's good, rapper. That's what I'm doing Sunday, steaks and baked potatoes. My little one eats nothing but French fries. He will eat no other kind of potato. And you can't tell him that French fries are potatoes. He will argue and argue with you, and nope, he doesn't believe it. He's a very picky eater. He's going to turn into a damn sandwich and chips. But anyway, there was a couple things I was going to leave it up to you guys to decide. Upchurch has done a couple interesting short little videos. Some off the wall crap. But there's this case that I'm in deep. The trial's done, but I did, it's the Shanda Van Ark. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that case. Her son testified against her. They both are in prison where they belong. But her 15-year-old son was murdered by her. But it's a lot to go into. So there was a creator that did a short documentary on it that I was going to use, and then I'm going to show some of the trials, some of her testimony, some of the son's testimony, stuff like that. But I think I don't know. What do you guys think? You want to just have some laughs tonight and take a break from all the crap that's been going on these streets? I see that freaking Andrew is still at it. Scandrew's still going hard. He can get on here and spin it all he wants. And now people are doxing his family, I heard. And there are some questionable characters there too. And he's got to handle it. How the hell is he going to? That boy couldn't handle his way out of a wet paper bag. All right? He needs to stop. Handle what? You started all this mess. And I see people already doing videos about, did he have anything to do with Summer's disappearance? Yeah, I seen that already. I seen all Spanky boys right back hard on the Summer content. Who's Billy? Yeah, get a life. Get somebody else to talk about. Hey, Brittany. Hey, True Texan. Good to see you. See, I bring it every time. Yeah, okay. I don't know about that. I had to give her a couple shots, but see, I can because I was a nurse and I've given her many shots before. Yeah, she's, hey, King Yukon. Yeah, it terrifies me that one day they're going to come get me and I'm going to be doing CPR on her. And she's been my friend for 18 years almost. And yeah, right away my training and everything kicks in because I've done CPR on my husband, I've done CPR on my father-in-law. You know, I've done CPR on my husband more than once, unfortunately, but it still hits you afterwards, not then, but afterwards. But of course, I would do anything I could to save her. You know, I that's one thing. I don't freeze. Thank goodness I don't freeze up. But I'm glad I was home. Oh, thank you, Brittany. I had no makeup or nothing on. I ran out of time and couldn't even do my makeup. Hey, Rockabit. Well, I haven't seen you for a while. How are you? So, oh, my adrenaline rush. Yeah. See, that's what people don't. There is nothing, and unless you work the trauma field, you don't get it. But there is nothing like it's like a natural high. It's like a natural rush in that trauma, and there's nothing that can give you that rush. You know, there's no drug on this planet that can do that, and that's probably why I never really had much of an issue because I used other things for that kind of rush. Like I love trauma. The gorier, the bloodier, the better. But um, yeah, it's a rush. But then it's when the rush is over. Yeah, it's you learn to deal. You just kind of learn to shut it off. Is I guess is what basically. There's nothing more beautiful in this world than a newborn baby, a new life. But there's nothing grosser in the world than delivering a baby. Let me tell you, especially in a filthy house where there's nowhere to. Yeah. Anyway, that was my first delivery in the field, and then one was in the back of an ambulance. Well, my head was banging off the top. Oh my God, I'll never forget driving over those railroad tracks doing CPR. My head's banging off the top. I thought I was going to get knocked out cold. Okay, so what do y'all want to do? Y'all want to just check out some of these things? I mean, it's just Upchurch being Upchurch. He's not doing anything bad. He has different theories and different understandings of things than everybody, and that's why it's what makes the world go round. Everybody has their own different theories. Because I don't dislike Brian at all. You know, I just some of the things are a little, but he makes some valid points. He does make some valid points about our country and the mess we're in. But last time I did him, he put in a copyright claim. But then when I responded to him, I left him a personal message and said, look, dude, if you want my 2 cents that I get from AdSense, if it means that much to you, you can have it. Within minutes, the copy claim was gone. I don't think it was him. I think it was somebody that handles his social media. I don't think it was him. Ryan don't have time to watch tiny channels like me. Why would he? Honestly, I mean, and honestly, I took his side on it when it was about his parents, and that's what my live was about. And everybody else was like, "Oh, yeah, no." When you're rich and you're famous like him, and you got the money he's got, it's all about the money when it comes to family. That's all they care about. And what they did to him, I truly believe what he said. I truly believe that his mother did that stuff to him with buying them houses and stuff. I just believe it because it's just that's how it goes. The more money you have, your close family become your enemies behind your back. But this one is called My Message to America. I thought he actually made some good points. Then he goes off the deep end, but the best ones are about his aliens. Oh, I know True Texan. Oh, I'm not here to down him, though. Don't worry. I know that. Oh, he does? Oh, cool. Um, I actually agree with some of the things he says. That's probably not going to go over well with some people, but oh well. When I stuck up for him and everybody else was making videos saying how wrong he was, but he wasn't. Not in my opinion. And all I said is, at the end of the day, dude, no matter what, that's still your mama. And I hope someday they can, you know, get past all that. Because you only get one mama. But, man, it's kind of be hard, though, knowing that there's people around you that only want to be around you because you have money and that are using you, and worse off, that your own family members doing it. I mean, a few months back, he bought that lady a brand new car. He bought her a brand new vehicle because she needed one. I know, don't excuse the Kylie Rodden and stuff. I know all about that, and he's dealing with it, and he'll have his own consequences for that. I'm not getting into that crap though. But this was, I don't know. He's done a couple lives lately.
At this point, nobody's talking no more. Nobody can have. Everybody can.
I like Upchurch. He makes some good points. He's mischievous and smart. Do I totally agree with everything he says and does? No. Exactly, Grandma Sherry. Exactly. He does make some good points, especially in this. And then in the next one I'm going to show, I don't even think he wants everybody to agree with him. No. I think he would be totally bored. I really think he would be totally bored. He just doesn't strike me as the type that needs a bunch of yes men around him. I don't know. Because I don't think at the end of the day he really gives two shits. It's his life. He's going to lead it the way he wants, whether you like it or not. And he does that. And come on, how many people can sell the kind of music he does? Make the kind of money he does selling his music without a big record label pushing him? Not too many could do what he's done. But that's just my opinion. And let me put up my banner. I keep forgetting. Let me put my banner up. This is fair use. It is covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. It says I can use it for entertainment, education, and there is some educational points in this, I guess. I guess it's everybody's take on what they think of it. He could not give two shits. Exactly. And you know what? He's living a good life. He's winning. It's working. Yeah, he doesn't want a huge box. And I think it sucks because I'm not a country western fan, music fan. Never have been. But I honestly do like some of his music. And he has songs that are better than the singers that are getting the awards, in my opinion. I don't know. Oh, yeah, he's very smart. He's very smart. And I don't know. It just would be hard to know that at the end of the day, all the people around you, he probably doesn't even feel like he can really trust any of them. Tom McDonald is the only other one I know of independent artist-wise, yeah. I don't even know who he is. Is he a country singer? But good for him, he's doing it on his own. Because, if the label don't like you and they don't put out the money, your career is going to be tanked before it even gets started. He's done it all on his own. I mean, he's had people, that he's paid to help him, of course. But you know what I mean? He doesn't have the label out here pushing and the radio stations in his music. And they should be. They should be. They should be playing his music. He should be up for some of the awards. That's just my opinion. Because I really think his music is a lot better than the people that are winning the music awards. My daughter loves to listen to his music. If she's 8.5, she loves to listen to his music.
have an opinion, but not everybody can have a conversation. Not anybody can handle a conversation. It's like we got a bunch of whiny fucking brats running around,
Yep.
and you know, them kind of people been getting away with it so long. I don't think they realize how much people are sick of their shit. For real.
Mm.
Who are you arguing with? Oh, mystic, spistic, bistic district people? Who are you arguing with? Do you realize that you have been the world's entertainment and the world's fucking punching bag for the past like 10, 15 years?
Oh, by the way, I'm staying in the yellow for this for sure because of some of the stuff he's going to say. But I wasn't going to bleep it out because to bleep it out would take the context away. So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, and I have channel memberships, guys.
Do you think you're actually winning at something? No, we're watching you like a zoo animal. But here's the thing. We don't want to fucking play with the zoo animals anymore. We don't have time to play with the fucking zoo animals. We've been letting y'all run around the street and fucking stand in the way of cars and do all this shit. All that's over with. I know you think that the end times are coming. Well, they're not. And that's not good for you. The end's not coming. The fucking beginning is coming.
Got a large mushroom.
Yeah, I didn't upgrade yet. I didn't get my YouTube premium back. I have to. As soon as YouTube checks come in, I will.
If you stand in the way of this new beginning,
My whole big check, it would probably shock you to find out what my check is. It takes a long time to build up. And it's
coming because it's inevitable. It's coming. And this ain't inciting violence. It's inciting the fucking truth because it's happened before in history and it's finna happen again. And if you think your hairy armpits and your pronouns are gonna save you, it's not. It ain't. There's too many people fed up. There's too many people that their kids are being exposed to y'all's weirdness just because. That's the thing. Y'all don't argue with people. You think you being as weird as you can makes you win. You look like the most fucked up zoo animal. That's what you look like. In the South, it's called wearing out your welcome. You wasn't welcome to do that. It's your freedom to do that and act like a crazy fuck. But it's done went too far. It's not a blog on the internet no more. Y'all are actually out here fucking affecting stuff. Schools ain't hiring good teachers. They're hiring fucking freaks. The teachers that are good, they can't even teach because they're scared they're going to get fired and ruined on the internet. Well, you know what? Ain't no canceling this year, player. I think nobody cares about the canceling thing anymore.
Push-up lollipop
It ain't about
thing.
none of that. It ain't about no black shit. It ain't about no white shit. It ain't about no religion shit. We're all sick of it. All of us who live here and want to have nice houses and want.
Okay, I just got snookered. She just said, "Can we have 2 pieces of candy?" And I'm thinking, okay, you ate your dinner. Okay. And then I'm like, just eat your push-up lollipop thing. But no, she's got a loose tooth. So she wants to eat taffy or something that'll pull it out so the tooth fairy comes tonight. But he's right about the teacher situation. Teachers get slammed if it's just crazy. I mean, the permission slips I have to sign for Charlotte's Web or Happy Feet? Are you kidding me? I've got to sign a permission slip every time they want to read a book or watch a movie. The Grinch. I had to sign a permission slip for The Grinch. It's insane.
Kids to go to good schools and we want to go to work and we want women that stay home and women want men that go to work so they can stay home. That's what we want again. I'm not arguing with you over religion. I don't have a religion. I believe in God. God is good and that's it. Good. And our world and our country is not good right now. It's bad.
Good point. He's right about that. You're a substitute teacher, and yes, I laugh every time I see those sent out now. It's ridiculous. I've got to sign a permission slip for everything, and I'm like, wait a minute. I think the teacher who's also a parent, some of them are really stupid. Why would I not let him watch The Grinch? Happy Feet is about a bunch of penguins dancing about one that dances and sings. Okay? And Charlotte's Web, I've read that in elementary school. It's insane.
Ain't arguing with you over skin color. I ain't arguing with you over politics neither. I'm proud to be a fucking man.
But he's right about our country is a hot mess. It is a hot mess.
And we're going to get somebody in office that wants to help clean this shit up.
Mm.
And you know what? All of us Americans out here, this next election, it's going to go smooth. That's what it is going to go.
I don't
we
know.
all know who's finna win the election. And when he gets in office, if this country, the half of this country that has been causing havoc for the past fucking I don't know how long, when he says, hey, I need some help cleaning this shit up, do you know how many people is waiting to help him clean the mess up?
No.
The people harming this country, you don't have a chance. You don't. And this ain't inciting violence. It's telling you the truth. It's not my fault if you don't want to hear the truth. What is your statistic district ass gonna do?
Okay. How do you
Nothing.
say that? Say that again. I gotta back that up. I want to copy that. Let me see. I'm gonna hear that again.
The truth? What is your statistic district ass gonna do?
Statistic.
Do you think the police in this country want to be your shield anymore?
No.
Do you think they're going to step out of the way? Because it appears that none of y'all have ever been in a fight. None of y'all have ever been punched in the fucking face before. The cops don't want to deal with you. They don't get paid enough to deal with your ass. We don't have the people to call the National Guard to come over here and make a barricade because you want to yell and scream and dye your hair 3 times and say Beetlejuice or something. I'm going to be real with you. It don't even involve being like violent or using weapons.
Yeah, I had to sign a permission slip for my son to watch The Grinch in his kindergarten class. I had to sign one for Happy Feet. I had to sign one for Charlotte's Web. And there was something else I had to sign a permission slip for at the beginning of the year. That totally blew my mind. I was like, it's a kindergarten book. Are you kidding me?
Y'all are not dangerous. You realize that? You're not dangerous.
These are those rhombohedron crystals in your pineal gland. When those crystals become electrically activated.
You know how easy it would be for a big group of us to meet up at a capitol and have the cops hand out them zip ties? And we just come get y'all and manhandle you and zip tie you and just throw you on the sidewalk. And we're like, okay, you want to be a fucking crazy fuck? We're going to leave you here for 7 days while you fucking starve until you don't want to be a statistic district anymore.
Statistic district. I got to remember that.
Talking a little bit more.
Hey, Kathy,
So-
do you recognize any difference?
Your tooth already came out.
I've been into it once and it came right out. It was super loose.
Okay, well, we'll put it in the tooth box for the tooth fairy tonight. Put it down so we don't lose it.
Wait, we need to not put it on here because we'll forget it and it'll get knocked off the table.
I'll take care of it. I'll have you put it in your tooth box. Where's your little tooth necklace thing?
I don't really know.
I'll find it. We'll put it under your pillow. All right, baby, let me finish my live. Please go.
I wonder if she could bring me another logo.
I don't think she's going to be able to bring you an LOL doll, so that's short notice.
I'll just ask her.
You'll just ask the tooth fairy? Okay.
If not, it's okay.
All right, well, go ahead. Shut the door, please. Thank you.
I can't believe it fell out.
Okay. All right. Well, there goes the piggy bank tonight. The tooth fairy's coming tonight.
But you might say something that makes some fucking sense. You might quit talking about a hashtag and about a fucking pronoun and all this other shit. You might act right for once. I mean, hell, earlier when I said y'all zoo animals, no, you're not zoo animals because animals are smarter than you. Animals
True.
are tougher than you.
And I'm sorry, but that's true. The animals are smarter than a lot of these people out here causing all these problems out in these streets. You don't see the animals going around shooting people, getting locked up for the rest of their lives over something stupid. You don't see the animals out robbing you for a couple dollars. You don't see, people attacking people just because they're different. I mean, he's got a little bit of a point there.
And language means everything. There's people in Britain that I've seen on the news lately say every time I go back to America, I
Thanks.
have to fucking
Have a good night, Kathy. Thanks for coming in.
learn half the language because I don't know what they're saying. That's got to stop too. I know y'all like.
You leaving too, Rowdy? This guy gets on your last nerve. Oh, I'm sorry, Rowdy. The price of teeth is going up. Yeah, it has. Hey, Mr. Nobody. One time I forgot. I totally forgot. So I just told her, well, it was short notice. Your tooth came out late at night. To her, 8 o'clock is late at night. I said, and the tooth fairy didn't have time to stop at the bank to get change. But the tooth fairy came the next night and gave her a little extra because of it.
Like making up big words and finding big words in a dictionary to use them to feel smarter and better about yourself. But I hate to break it to you. You replacing a small word for a bigger word that hardly nobody knows, that nobody uses. You're speaking a fucking different language. It does not make you smarter. It just makes you feel smarter because you know that you really ain't worth the shit. So you use these big, long, stupid fucking words nobody uses.
And you know what? There are people that do that. Yeah, I agree, Brittany. There are people, and I review one of them once in a while, that she thinks because she uses big words that it makes her sound smart. It doesn't, because she doesn't even understand the meaning of the word that she's using most times.
Because it makes you feel accomplished or something. When really we're just sitting here thinking, damn, why'd you replace such a small word with a big ass word nobody knows? If communication is key, then stop running away from communicating with your average person who don't got time to find crazy words to feel like they got a PhD or something. Hell, y'all can't even use the small ones right. Probably not no dudes that's watching my videos, because the dudes that watch my videos are dudes. They do what they're supposed to. But the rest of you dudes out there who's on these little
dude. They're dudes.
apps and meeting up, sucking your vape, and fucking not having to go to work the next day, meeting up with these girls and fucking them and getting them pregnant and running off.
There goes my AdSense money.
You want to go fuck a bunch of girls? Do it. But motherfucker, if you got 10 kids with them, you better be taking care of every fucking single kid. And you better be raising them right. You better be feeding them right. You better be teaching them stuff and setting a good example. Women out there, once again, probably not the women watching my videos, because the women watching my videos are women. They're either at work doing shit or they're at home doing shit. But for the other women in the street bitching and screaming and yelling, being like, I'm a woman, I could do everything. That's fine. You can do everything. But stop yelling at the women who are stay-at-home moms that are good moms, that know how to cook and want to stay home. They have a good man. The man's at work. It's not their fault you ain't got no man and you're out in the street bitching about it. Look at you. Who the fuck would want to sleep with you? You ever think for 5 seconds maybe they want to live in a house with a man that's protected, where them and their kids are protected?
I'm opening a restaurant.
Well, he gets a lot of ads for a non-monetized channel.
Of course, I remember the name.
We didn't even tell anybody what the
Probably
name
why?
was.
Because then they don't have to pay him.
And so if a robber tries to get in the house, what are they gonna do? They're gonna do everything by themselves. No, they want the dude to march down the stairs and spear the motherfucker off the porch and beat their ass. Then they can. Oh,
and we all know why the Clara don't like him. Wonder why? Jealous. And Ryan didn't back down from him either.
Go back to sleep. It don't involve no protest or Beetlejuice or fucking Tangender. Another thing that we gotta do.
Now leave that alone now.
If the TV is full of shit, fucking don't watch it. Make the ratings go fucking down so far that it's not even a thing no more. Make it go down so far that they can't even fucking pay the light bill at the news station. And when it comes to entertainment and who you watch on the internet and whatever famous person you follow, drop them motherfuckers if they ain't taking time to say nothing that's worth a fuck. If they look like a
that he's got a point there. I don't like what he said about the trans and but he's got a point there. You're gonna bitch about him, but you're gonna watch him, which makes them money.
infomercial who's like, all right, guys, my album's dropping in 7 days. No, now's the time when a celebrity that is worth the fuck needs to say, all right, I've done made millions and millions of dollars. Now it's time to stop giving a fuck about taking everybody's money, and it's time to actually help do something. And I don't mean do something nice and post on the internet and be like, oh, look what I did, it's so nice. No, I mean actually do some shit like it's 1950, motherfucker. Yeah, we can all sit here and talk about the hashtags and make a point on something that's trending, but can you go fucking paint a whole school? Can you take a little bit of your money and just go paint your local high school? Can you feed people? Can you help cut grass? Can you go help old people in your community? Can you do anything besides figure out how to make some fucking money on the internet by scaring everybody and fucking clickbaiting everybody? Because if you can't, you gotta fucking go. And when it comes to music, if you're out here promoting some bullshit fucking message and you ain't really saying nothing there either, you gotta go. Stop fucking listening to them.
You gotta go.
They're on there fucking being, oh, everything's horrible. Everything's horrible. Oh my God, the world's ending. They're not helping you. They ain't helping fucking nobody. They're only helping themselves by clickbaiting you with some bullshit when they ain't saying shit. Drop the motherfuckers. If they ain't standing up for themselves, drop the motherfuckers. If their music sugar daddy has them on TV being like, I'm sorry, y'all, I feel bad.
Did he just say music sugar daddy? I'm going to write down some of these words. Dudes.
And I feel so bad. What the fuck can that person do? What can they do? If this shit hits the fan and we gotta actually help each other, no matter what it is, are they gonna get out here and help? I know I am. I'm gonna be out there with everybody else because I'm no better than everybody else.
Amen to that.
So we gotta stop catering to these motherfuckers who think they're better than everybody. They think they're better than you. Look at these people. Look at them. All of them. Every industry, everything. You have 2 eyeballs and you have 2 ears. If you see somebody is full of shit, stop fucking with them.
Yep.
Our attention, mine and your attention is what matters. We got to have it on the right stuff. And look, I know a lot of people been saying in my shit, like, bro, we miss you talking shit. We don't want you talking about history. I don't give a fuck what you want. Look around. What, you mad because I said the Statue of Liberty looks like Caesar? It does.
No, you didn't. Brian. But you're right.
Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you.
Yeah, exactly, Mickey. Oh, wow, he gets a lot of ads and he's not even monetized. That's why they do it, because they don't have to pay for him. They don't have to pay you to run them.
The arguing points that these people got, I don't even know what the fuck you're doing. Your brain is all fucked up. It's all fried. Somebody told me earlier, I said, well, I don't think that you're a Roman person. I don't think you have any Roman DNA. You know what you should do to find out? You should spit in a cup. Motherfucker, I got eyeballs. You think I need to spit in a cup and send it somewhere? You want me to send my DNA somewhere to find out where I came from? I got 2 fucking eyeballs. And we have Google. We can look and see who we look like. You ever matched anything before? Everybody has something to say about what somebody thinks. And that's fine.
But in all honesty, think about it. You got eyeballs, so you can't spit. Yeah, he needs to take his pouch out of his mouth. Don't everybody ever wonder about their DNA being out there with all these sites? I mean, hey, Twinkles, anybody could, I don't know. I don't know. He does have a huge heart. He really does.
But if you ain't got no fucking thoughts yourself, then stop trying to think for me. Right now is the best time for people to start having ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Because once again, it's not the end of the world. It ain't the end times. It's the beginning times. And if you're wishing for the end times, you are not going to be a liked person when this new beginning starts.
Mm.
If you're ready to make this country and promote other countries and all the entire world, we gotta make the entire world want to use their imagination again. Everybody wants to use violence, but nobody is ready for violence. Y'all ain't ready for that. You know what we are ready for? Innovation. And we're ready for the new world, not the new world order. Now, stop trying to scare everybody with the government. All right? Quit. Because let's just be real. There's more of us. So we don't want bad stuff to happen. We want good stuff to happen. Enough of this jibber jabber bullshit. Enough of 32 genders. Enough of my armpits are hairy and you have to fuck me. Enough of all that. It's time to make this entire world great again. And I can tell you right now, if every leader gets on the same page and every leader can trust each other, bro, this world looks so good, you won't know what to do. And enough with the whole, oh, this is a conspiracy, it's a conspiracy. Look, man, you want me to tell you what a conspiracy really is? Like, really?
Oh, you're going
It's
to
to con you of your spirit and your conscience. How do they con you of your conscience? They con you with science. Aliens are not real. They're not. They ain't showing up to the pyramids. There ain't nothing special in the pyramids. The pyramids is...
I agree with that. I don't believe in aliens either, but I agree with that. I tried to find my Graham's family, but can't. They're in Japan. Oh. I know, but on YouTube, saying that word is a big no-no, Mickey. So I got what you meant. Your niece found her bio family, dad's side through the testing. Wow, that's amazing. Hey, Story Night. Yeah, don't use the word. You have to use words that mean the same thing. We know what you meant because YouTube will get the video. It'll get the video flagged. I try, I've never done that. I just worry about, well, I already know where most of my family is, but I would have loved to have done it with my mom because she was adopted, her and her brother. Back in the day when she was adopted, there wasn't, a lot of paperwork and stuff, and kids were adopted to work the farms, is why people adopted kids to work the farms. So, I've always wanted to try to find where but she was long gone, and you couldn't do it before she passed away because they didn't do all that stuff then, But I don't know where my mom came from, who her biological family was. And I never met her adopted family either.
a hieroglyph in itself. Do you know?
Because they didn't adopt her because they wanted a daughter and a son. They adopted them to be workhorses on the farm. As soon as my mom was old enough, she married my dad and got the hell out of there.
The pyramid is, let me tell you what it really is. It's to get you to learn that you're supposed to be.
My mom was in her 80s when she passed away. If she was still alive, she'd be almost 100. But you married very young back then.
Self-centered. Yes. It's a hieroglyph that you're supposed to understand so you can understand yourself. For real. Ain't no aliens coming. The pyramids are the
Yeah.
oldest mixture of a school and a church.
Huh?
That's what they are. Do you know what's missing from the top of them?
What?
A cross. It ain't no
Oh.
laser beam coming out of it
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
nothing.
There's no laser beam coming out of it, but you're not going to get across there either. But sorry. Just let you know that.
Do you know why it has sound chambers in it with frequencies?
No.
Because there's a thing called hymns.
Is
But
that
they
why?
used to use them back then too. It ain't what you think.
Oh.
It's what you should think it is,
Oh.
but it ain't what you want it to be, which is fine because we don't need it to be aliens right now. We need it to be what it is. And that was a learning place to teach people that they are supposed to be self-centered. Everyone's supposed to be self-centered. Think about the word. If you're not a self-centered person, what are you going to do? You want to be an unbalanced motherfucker for somebody else?
Yeah, I think my mom was 16, 17 when she married my dad, and that was considered old. Yeah, you're right.
Pa,
You did one because you were adopted. I don't even know if any of her family would be around. All I know is, actually, I'm not even sure where she was adopted from. She never, like I said, they didn't have like records like they do now, or like they even did 20 years ago. So I found a ton of extended family on 23andMe. Oh, I may have to try it. Hi, K Kanga. Kanuga. I'm sorry. I don't know why I call you Kanga. I'm just going to call you KK. I'm terrible with names. Always have been.
circle of life. What's in the middle? The decibel, the dot? Well, a pyramid has what? One base? Well, let's start like this to make it easier. A triangle has 3 points,
Huh.
right? And then the point comes to the point, which is the decibel. There's one base where everybody walks into, and there's 4 sides. There's your pie. Go look at a pie diagram. That's what it is. So when they say, don't be self-centered, no, fuck them. Be self-centered. Because the person that you're that you're going to have babies with one day, they want you to be self-centered as well. So you could, so you're not an unbalanced, crazy motherfucker that's running around right now.
There's a lot of unbalanced, crazy mothers running around right now, though, honestly. The streets are full of them.
Yourself. No one out here knows their self. And they claim to know everything, and they don't even know their self.
I disagree there, but okay.
Love you guys. America's going to get good. Don't worry. It's not the end. It's the motherfucking beginning.
Bam! HelloFresh.
Bam.
Guys, shrimp spaghetti with the kick is what we're gonna make. You guys know that HelloFresh makes cooking dinner.
Okay, now we're going to watch another one he did about aliens. Oh, he just did one 15 hours ago, the South Star. I didn't watch that one. I've learned with him, review what I'm watching. Oh no, my husband broke his hand at work. Fucking great. What? How the hell? Oh, dear Lord. I'm telling you, this Friday needs to go back away and start over. Is there any way we can go to bed and wake back up and start the day over? He just messaged me. He's at the ER. He broke his hand at work. Great. Well, I can't go to him. He's like 70 miles away from home. Hey, Scorpio Sting. And I have no vehicle and I got the littles. Oh, shit. One day. One day things are gonna. He hasn't done a live in a long time, but there was one he did. Why we don't explore the oceans. The Maui wildfire situation is odd. Shadow Jews caught on camera. Secret tunnel. Aliens and cows decoded. Miami alien situation exposed. That was such a joke. That was really such a joke. Let's watch the alien and cows. Well, then, in order to do that, you got to watch the Miami aliens because he goes back to that video. The Shadow Jews caught on camera. The secret tunnel. Did you guys see about that? Where them guys dug that tunnel? I mean, they really dug a hell of a tunnel. Hey, Death Grips. One time my husband texted from several states away that he had been in the hospital the past 3 days because he got partially scalped when a military truck fell off a jack. He texted me 3 days later. Oh my God. Yeah, I know my dad's side. You know, I've met them. Most of them are deceased by now, but but my dad liked to make babies, so half the town is my half siblings. But and I'm not exaggerating. I probably have 20 to 25 half siblings, and that's probably a low estimate. But then there's others that I do know. But I would like to find out more about my mom's side. I've always wanted to. He gets a lot of ads for not being monetized. Oops. I got to reduce that. I got to share. Let me pause this. But the one with the aliens and the cows, that cracked me up a little bit. But I'm blown away by that tunnel. I could not believe the tunnel that was built. It was insane. Oh, the dude that was training on the floor machine lost control of the floor machine and smashed my husband's hand up against the wall. The very big and heavy form. Oh, fantastic. I don't know why. They were probably already closed and probably all the doctors were gone at the VA. So they sent them to the ER. It's Friday. They get out of there early. As soon as they can.
All right. So
it's what we need.
aliens at the mall, huh?
Rumors of aliens invading Miami are going viral on social media.
You guys remember this, right? You guys remember this with the aliens? I found that I'm related to Salem witch trial witch, a writer that has written about my fave author, the scientist that discovered the birth control pill. Wow. Hi, Hippie 4am. I'm going to do it. I'm going to save up. I don't know. Is that expensive? I don't know. I never even looked into it. But I'm going to do it just to see if they can tell me anything. I mean, I know my mother's. Well, see, I don't even know her adopted name. I know her adopted family's name, but I don't know her name prior to the adoption. Does that matter? I mean, and there's no way I could find it. Nobody, I don't. Like I said, they didn't do formal records. You figure my mom would be almost 100 years old. They didn't do formal adoption records and stuff like. Oh, okay. That's not bad. I'm going to try it and see what they can tell me. Who knows?
Conspiracy theory stems from a large police presence at Bayside Marketplace on New Year's Day.
Take a good look at your screen.
Are those aliens walking in front of Bayside Marketplace in downtown Miami?
No.
I see nothing that indicates an outer space mystical fictional creature.
I knew the minute I heard about that and seen that video that wasn't no damn alien. They give you the info on who you are matched with. Cool. I'm going to try it. I'm going to see. Who knows? Maybe I can. The kits are 50% off, so just wait for a sale to get it for $49. Cool. I will. Okay. Thanks, Lori Davis. It might come back. I'm 100% that bitch. Okay. You found a cousin in your town? Wow. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You'll just have to piece it together by the people you match to. I still haven't discovered my paternal side. Okay. I'm going to do it, though. Maybe I'll even do it on here. I've always been very curious of what her biological family was, you know? And I moved 600 miles away. Oh.
Three people walking.
Online conspiracy theorists are saying that shadowy figure not far from parked Miami police cars appears to be an alien.
Did it ever occur to anybody maybe the shadowy figure is probably a shadow of a figure? Maybe a human figure, which is why it looks taller? Does anybody have a brain anymore?
Honestly, I think it looks pretty real to me.
Guess not.
If you're turning 65 or beyond, you're going to want to watch this. There are a lot of people today that are Medicare eligible that are enrolling in Advantage plans because of all the.
Man, they slammed him with that.
Was allegedly taken.
Okay, I don't know if any of you are familiar with this. That when this happened, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Just like the same thing whenever they tried to say that was a Quentin Simon's ghost or spirit. In that video, and all the ghost hunting experts debunked the hell out of that real quick. This was proven to be a fraud, of course, you know.
During that massive police presence at Bayside on New Year's Day, crowds of young people armed with sticks began fighting.
Armed with sticks, yet it shows kids not armed with sticks. They're not even using their fucking hands. They're stomping someone. You gonna hold a stick with your feet and do work? Damn, man, it's literally right in front of your face. What they're saying is not in front of you. Oh, wait, are they invisible alien sticks? Huh? Did the shadows drop the shadow sticks on the ground?
Police say juveniles were also setting off fireworks that some believed was gunfire.
Oh my gosh. Kids setting off fireworks in Miami on New Year's? Get out of town. I think everybody in America was setting off fireworks at that time. You're not really narrowing shit down. You're just saying something very broad. Then look, do you see any fucking fireworks going off? I see zero fireworks. Once again, something's being told to you through your ears, but your eyes do not see it. Well, the kids had sticks.
Oh, okay.
No sticks. Well, there's a shadow alien. I don't see an alien anywhere. Well, it was fireworks. Zero fireworks. Is there anything in this fucking story that's true? And if that's the case, if you look at it like that, what is the point of the fucking story at all?
Off fireworks that some believed was gunfire, resulting in chaos.
This is where I start to think, what the fuck is this all for?
And people do that. They do confuse fireworks with gunfire. But yeah. This was nothing but a hoax.
Listen to what these people were saying. This is the fucking news, man. This is what's supposed to warn us about serious shit. You mean there's 500 motherfucking cops outside for some teenagers fighting? With sticks? So did they have sticks or did they have fucking firearms? Those are two different things, like way different things.
There's a big crowd of people running out of Bayside and kind of grouping up outside. And then we hear more commotion, and now they're all just running through the streets, running between cars, almost getting hit by cars. It was like absolute chaos.
Well, to me, it sounds like there was a bunch of teenagers running away from something.
So Ancestry's database is bigger? Okay. I'm going to do it just to see who knows. Maybe it'll come up with something. I mean, she had to belong to somebody somewhere.
That they didn't like. To the point where they ran outside of the mall, grouped up with people, and then continued to run and almost get hit by cars. They were running from something. What were they running from? That's the only thing that makes sense. And like, come on, really? Sticks or firearms? No, we got to know. Because if it was sticks matches the story better thus far. Because if a bunch of teenagers are running away from something that they don't want to be around, and when they finally get outside, they pick up the nearest objects they see, which would be like sticks or something, that means they were fucking terrified of something. And I don't think it was a big mystical fucking space alien. I don't. Another
I
thing,
agree.
I mean, people saying they heard gunshots. This happened on fucking New Year's, Miami. Fireworks? Yeah, probably so.
Gunshots?
Sticks
It could.
and firearms are two different things.
Yeah, but it could be gunshots, seeing as how it did happen in Miami. I mean, we're talking about Miami here, but I get it. There was fireworks going off everywhere too, because I know all my neighbors put on a hell of a show for hours. They must have spent a ton of money on that crap.
Not only that, where's all the fucking fire trucks? If it could have been fireworks in the mall, where's the fire trucks? There's 0 fire trucks. Show me a fire truck. I don't see none.
Now, rumors are circulating on social media saying police weren't there to handle a group of rowdy teens, but rather 8 to 10 feet tall shadow aliens.
Is working on an app much bigger than Twitter.
This app is projected to...
The reason being fucking shadow aliens is so fucking stupid.
Sticks.
This is the part in the story where it's like, what? Oh, no.
Yeah, I know.
They actually running from shadow aliens.
And hey, Drew Seeker, I hear you. Gunshots in Miami? No, I know. Sticks? I don't know about the sticks, but yeah, and you can hurt somebody with a stick. You can actually kill somebody with a stick. So, they can be deadly too. But it could have been a combination of gunshots and fireworks. I mean, we're talking New Year's Eve and a bunch of idiots that had too much to drink.
You are showing me a bunch of cops standing in front of their headlights that is casting shadows. Is that the shadow aliens?
The phrases Miami Mall and aliens in Miami have been among the top 10 searches on Twitter's trending tab.
Remember those trending tabs? Aliens in Miami and Miami Mall.
And Google News even has several reports questioning the event. Miami police saying in part, there were no aliens, UFOs, or ETs. No airports were closed. No power outages.
Huh. It's little slip-ups like that just make you a totally different kind of human when you can pick up on people's language. So you mean to tell me a cop whose job is to identify shit and suspects to a T very thoroughly said there's no aliens or ETs? Since when are those a different thing? His exact quote, there were no aliens, UFOs, or ETs.
But isn't ETs the same thing as aliens?
He's separating the term extraterrestrial from the term alien. There has to be a reason for that. He subconsciously accidentally said that. It's like saying, he's going down I-40. I'm not sure if he's a white guy or a Caucasian. Nope. That's an important slip up. I don't give a shit. And while we're on this alien topic, let's talk about aliens real quick.
Shadow alien with a spotlight. I know what I want to be this Halloween. ET's not that big. I think I was thinking of ET phone home.
Answer me this.
And people tried to sell this all over social media, and so many people bought it. It was unbelievable. I'm laughing my ass off. All these people are taking this shit serious, and it was a proven hoax. I mean, it wasn't even a hoax. I mean, it wasn't even a hoax. It was just reflection. The people ran with that like crazy.
Only seen their vehicles. Why does anybody only have videos of the vehicles and not the aliens? Just recently have they been like, look, an alien, a shadow alien. Not a real shadow casted from the light behind me. It's a shadow alien. Just recently have we seen videos of these quote unquote biological aliens. But all the footage fucking sucks. All the footage of the vehicles suck. But we have seen a shit ton of the vehicles. And when I say vehicles, I mean UFOs, obviously. I'm sure I don't need to explain that. If I do, fuck, just click off the video now. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Answer me this. Why are all these UFO videos always in California, Florida, or Texas? Why? They're nowhere else. It's always by the water. Most of these videos, it's like a UFO over the water. There goes that UFO. And it's always out of Florida, Texas, or California.
That's true.
Okay, well, if you're an alien, what do aliens do? They abduct, right? Okay. Where do the most child abductions go down?
This game.
Oh my God, what an ad. It goes right to a space ad. What's this say? States with the highest human trafficking numbers. California consistently has the highest human trafficking rates in the United States, with 1,334 cases reported in 2020. This is followed by Texas with 987 cases, Florida with 738 cases, and New York with 414 cases. These four states with the highest human trafficking rates have... Are you going to show any more of it, Brian? We going to show some more of that? Brian.
Well, I'll be damned.
No, he didn't show the rest.
Same exact states that got all these UFOs and aliens and UFO videos, well, they're the same place that all the child trafficking goes down. What do you know? Now.
So the government is trying to say aliens are taking our people. Well, they've been doing, the UFO must be coming from the water. And believe me, that clean snow wasn't clean. How long were you without water? That would suck. Almost a week. Spitfire. That's a long time. Oh, I feel bad for you. I hope you get your water back. You did get it back? Wow. And believe me, that snow wasn't clean. I bet. Well, they've been saying that there's been alien abductions going on ever since I can remember.
What did Michael Herrera say on the Sean Ryan show?
I don't know.
I'll play the clip.
Okay.
How close did you get?
To the craft?
To the craft.
Roughly 200 meters, 150, 200.
Did you get to the bottom of the hill?
Yes.
So you could see, so you saw the top of it, and then you could see underneath of it.
And underneath of it had this platform that was on the ground that was separate from this craft hovering. And it was very weird to see. And I was like, okay, I don't know if that's kind of like a cement pad or something. I don't know if it was like a helo pad or anything like that at first. But then started seeing how the material would kind of look very similar to what the craft was. It's like, well, that's separate.
Well, that's pretty self-explanatory. What that is, it's a futuristic truck bed. It can be kept. Probably goes in the middle to distribute the weight good. You drop the quote-unquote truck bed, which it's not a truck bed because it's a fucking circle UFO or something. You load the shit on it, and it races back up with magnets. No one needs to pick up anything. You just got to set whatever on the pad.
Oh.
If something happens and you got to get away, you can leave the pad there. If worse comes to worse, well, you're already flying over the ocean. We all know they're at. Drop it. No one's ever going to find it. They can barely find a fucking submarine that people pay to go on. He's talking about a fucking flying object. You realize that?
Oh, I'm glad.
He's talking about people that look like us driving them.
So you have something that's on the ground, stationary, and then you have something that's up top, and it's just rotating in a clockwise position. So right when we got close to it, at least 150, 200 meters out, then all of a sudden we were engaged, at least not in a hostile manner, at least, not gunfire or firefight or anything like that. But the way that these guys moved was so fluid, it was so still, it was very, very, very smooth. And it kind of indicated to me after thinking about it for several years is that these guys have done it for a while because of how smooth this operation was.
Okay, so now look what he says the UFOs that were being driven by humans was used for.
But he works in some of these projects that are very, some very controversial facilities. He's aware of what was going on. After I gave my presentation of this, he confirmed, he says, no, he's like, I don't want to leave Michael hanging out there, but I was not expecting to come and talk to you about this. And he went explaining what the operations do, why they do it, and what they were using them for. And he says, there's not drugs that they're putting in these shipping containers. He says it's humans.
Human trafficking.
Yes.
Well, that would explain why the most people get abducted in California, Texas, and Florida. UFO mystical space aliens are seen in California, Texas, and Florida. But it's always just the vehicles, isn't it? No wonder child trafficking and aliens have the same terminology. Well, the whole alien conspiracy, it sounds like, is covering up fucking child trafficking. Which is why they got to keep it going and going and going. Because if you find out that aliens don't drive UFOs and it ain't nothing but some fucking weirdos, then we got a big fucking problem. Because we've been told aliens are probably out there by some serious organizations that we would not trust anymore.
Dallas did this on accident. I was trying to and he was helping me. Oh. Yeah.
Rosie, go. Go, go, go. Shut the door, please. Please don't touch that until shut the door, please.
Crazy. If I'm crazy, well then what the fuck are you?
Bulldog, I'm busy right
Way
now.
past
Lay
an
down.
illiterate fuck, that's for sure. Why? Because go back to what the fucking Miami sheriff or whatever said. Look at his comment one more time now that you've seen all this shit.
Miami police saying in part, there were no aliens, UFOs, or ETs. No airports were closed. No power outages.
All right, so before we get into the alien and ET,
oh my god. Okay, so the abductions. Good night, Nikki. Thanks for coming in. The abductions, the alien abductions, are covering up the trafficking. I wouldn't have left my fur babies either, Spitfire. I feel you.
definitions. Let's just do this first. Why are they saying no power outages? Because they're pretty much, they're solidifying there was no misuse of electricity. What do I mean by that? Well, I'll put it this way. Back in the day, when you was growing weed in your house, how did the cops know? The electrical company. The bill was way higher than it was supposed to be because your ass was, you know, growing pot. They're saying that they're solidifying kind of that there was nothing going on here. No, nobody stuck underground using electricity here. No kids inside this mall in Miami. And then what else you say? No airports were shut down. So there was apparently there's so. And then they say what? They say no airports were shut down. Oh, I hope there's no fucking airports shut down for some teenagers fighting with sticks. That'd be fucking stupid.
So why haven't a pilot ever say they saw UFOs? Yeah, I've wondered that too. All these pilots that flying up in the sky all the time, you don't never hear them coming out saying, "Oh, I saw this, I saw that."
No. What they're solidifying is there was no air traffic that was a threat, for sure. Okay. Now,
well, you know, they're aliens. They probably have stealth mode. You know that, right? Their technology is supposedly so far advanced, you know, way out of our league. They probably can fly stealth and you never even know they're there. That could be it. You never know.
Let's get to the definition of an alien and an extraterrestrial, since the police chief.
Wait, isn't an alien an extraterrestrial? Aren't they the same thing?
wants to separate those two words, even though they're the same fucking thing. I mean, at least that's what we thought. An extraterrestrial and an alien
like to come
supposed to be the same
see us.
thing, right? Well, not by the dictionary, it ain't.
Oh. What?
All right. The definition of an alien. Alien, foreign, not natural, strange, opposed or repugnant, a foreigner, or the hypothetical being from outer space. All right, well, then what's an extraterrestrial? If they a being from outer space, okay, well, let's look up extraterrestrial. Since he's talking about them like they're completely different things. Extraterrestrial, being of or from outside Earth's limits. An extraterrestrial being, as in science fiction. That's the definition. But here's the thing. What's the definition of terrestrial, Fuggin? Let's see.
Oh, no.
If that's an extraterrestrial. Then what's a terrestrial? What's a terrestrial? That's going to tell you what you need to know right there. We know what extra means. Terrestrial, of Earth, consisting of land, not water. Living on land.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do, True Texan.
So an alien is a foreigner or a being from outer space.
Okay. So, yeah, okay. So it can be either an undocumented foreigner, somebody from another country, or they could be from outer space. Got it.
Terrestrial is a being from outer space.
Right.
Terrestrial is someone who lives on Earth and not in the water. That's what it says. Not in the water. All the UFOs are seen over water.
Okay, but it just says in the dictionary, by the meaning, that that's impossible for over water because they live on the land. They don't live in the water. Oh my God, he had to have fun making this video.
If you're a terrestrial,
okay,
and you have other terrestrials, multiple ones,
oh,
that means you're a terrestrial that has extraterrestrials. If you're a sex trafficker who has undocumented kids, those kids are terrestrials. That makes you a terrestrial that has extraterrestrials. And those extraterrestrials, by definition, are aliens.
That's true.
They're undocumented. They're not even illegal aliens. They're just flat out fucking aliens. They never was legal anywhere.
I should be laughing. I'm not laughing about I'm laughing at what he's saying. Hey, Becky from Bama. But what he's saying, if you actually listen to it and you listen to the definitions he just read,
yeah.
Our country's a hot mess. I think they need to maybe revamp some of these dictionaries.
Yeah.
For just $67, you can make as many videos as you want, and you never need to pick up a camera or use any fancy.
Okay, now we're going to watch the part of this where he talks about the aliens and the cows. And if you notice, every time there's an alien movie, what do the aliens do? Or the extraterrestrials, whatever you want to call them. There's always the cows are always involved, aren't they? Always. In every alien movie, the poor cows are always involved. Oh my God. He's funny.
Those who just want to yesterday, go check it out. It correlates with this one. Actually, a supporter of mine having a question about my last video is what led me to make this one. Shout out to my girl Ambro, and shout out to Ambro's girlfriend because she also had the same question. And I'm glad somebody had this question because if you don't watch my last video, pretty much it's showing all the similarities with sex trafficking and UFOs and aliens. And it's very uncanny. It's like it's too many things. And I've always wanted to elaborate on this question that she has. And I'm so glad that she came forth and was like, hey, Does anybody else think this is weird? And what does this mean if it is something? Because I have a theory on her question. Here's her question.
I do have that question. Why is it always a cow? Any picture you see of aliens, extraterrestrials, their spacecraft, their vehicle, why is it always a cow they are beaming up? I'm really curious on that. And my wife is as well. She's even more curious than I am. So me and Witchy Wife would greatly appreciate it if somebody could give us their opinion on why it's always a cow.
That's a good question. And that's something that I did wonder for a long time. So I did a shit ton of looking.
But
why has it always been a cow?
That is true. Hey, Marcy, think of all the alien movies. It's always a cow. They like beef. They're not paying attention to them ads that say eat more chicken, huh? Well, my neighbor's dog is going off. Let him in the house. He's telling you he wants in, peeps. He is going off.
At age 32, I can remember when I was a kid, always hearing the aliens stole cows. It's been depicted in movies, kid shows, illustrations, hell, even the news. Ooh. In different ways, too. Even there's been aliens inside cows. But here's the thing. You really got to watch what they're doing and what they're saying while they're depicting the cows and the aliens at the same time. For instance, watch this next clip from Men in Black. And I'm going to walk you through it real quick. Now, look, while we're watching this,
I'm going to be
don't think aliens and cows.
They're going to be making me remove segments of this, I'm sure.
Think sex trafficking. For real. Now what?
Useless, Beatrice. The only thing that pulls its weight around here is my goddamn truck.
So if you notice the dialogue between him and his wife, he's saying, you're useless. The only thing that pulls weight around here is my truck. How does most sex trafficking get done? Truck and trailer.
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees?
I'm going to mute you guys. My husband's...
Well, there's no use for the farmer because there's no use for the truck. That's why the UFO crashed into the truck. You're cutting out the middleman. Now you don't need the truck and trailer. You don't even have to deal with actual traffic. If what some people in the government are saying is true, if they have these floating vehicles to do it, well, then you don't need the farmer anymore. You stole the identity or the job of the farmer. Now, what does that do for the weirdo buying humans? Well, there's no risk because there ain't no farmer to go snitch or have blackmail on you, right? And also, figures, money.
Figures.
That's the first thing he talks about when he walks out the door. And also, look, there's a tree on fire. Look at all the weird fucking fires we've had lately.
What the heck is it, Edgar?
Get your big butt back in the house.
What is he doing? He's keeping the female contained. He says, get back in the house. She goes back in. What? Then the person that was in the UFO takes the position of the farmer. What do the old folks used to say? Read between the lines. Well, now there's films. You have to see past the frame of what you're watching. Now watch what he says when he goes inside the house.
Give me sugar.
Going back to terminology.
I'm going to have to... They're not going to monetize this video. They're going to make me edit the hell out of this. But... Oh, Marcy, I'm sorry you still have your headache.
You know what give me some sugar means in the country?
They got strong milk.
Give me some love. Give me some affection. Give me it. Now listen to what he says.
In water.
Yep. Give me sugar in water, not and water, in water. Who was getting some weird ass sugar out there in the water recently? Epstein. And look, he kept getting sugar, and then his friends wanted some sugar out there in the water.
More.
Motherfuckers who got weird ass addictions like that always want more and more and more. So it's all gone. Or it has to stop because everyone figures out yo shit. Now back to the original question. What's up with the depiction of cows and aliens? Well, what is a cow? It is a female.
He's just left the urgent care. They put a thing on his hand. He has to go back tomorrow for a cast of some type. I don't know. They put some kind of brace or something on it for now. So he went back to work because he's the one that's got the keys. He's got to lock up the whole VA. He's got to go set the alarms and everything and let everybody let the crews go. And then he's coming home.
Domestic cattle that gives birth to calves. What do cows do for us? When you go to the store to get what? Jugs of milk? Okay. So the product that is the cow is producing for you, right? And it can reproduce for you more jugs of milk. What do sex traffickers take the most? Young women and children. They're taking cows to reproduce. They're making calves to reproduce in the future. And once the cow can't reproduce, we'll probably get sent to the slaughterhouse. If the cows is the moms and the calves is the kids, that would explain why they fucking do evil shit like put missing kids on milk cartons, dude. If you ask me, I think it's how they communicate with each other. It's communicating without communicating. And it's right in front of everyone's face, so they don't have to hide it. What did they say about 5 years ago? I read a thing that said the dark web is now on the surface web. There you go. If the dark web is pinpointed in a little spot, it's going to be easy to find. If it's walking amongst every other thing in the web, well, you got to know the language to find it. And how do you do that? How do you find it? You have to notice it. To notice it, you have to have a pretty damn good attention span. What has gone down over the past 50 years? Attention span. No one can pay attention to anything. If you can't pay attention to what's going on, how can you understand what's going on? People who don't have a good attention span, that don't understand what's going on, when someone who does understand it says something, well, the person with the low attention span just calls you stupid. When really, they're the stupid one, so stupid that they don't know they're stupid. They think they're doing the right thing by telling you, you're wrong, you're wrong. You ain't looking at nothing, dingle nuts.
Dingle nuts.
Half these motherfuckers don't know what words mean. Bro, a lot of them can't read or write good. Who else couldn't read or write good once upon a time? Slaves.
Hey,
Slaves
easy.
on farms.
Easy,
They weren't
dude.
allowed. Now, why would you make a rule that someone's not allowed to read or write? Because you didn't want them to figure out some sort of fucking language.
Yeah, they will. I had to pause him because, see, that's where we differ. I don't like some of the things he says here. Ryan's obsession with S-traffic and all his revolving theories baffles me. Yeah. Workman's comp, you still get paid for missed time from work, right? Well, yes and no. They only pay you a percentage of your pay, and you have to be off so many days. It takes forever to get it. When he hurt his back, it took, I think it was like almost 2 months before he finally got a check from comp, and then they only pay you a percentage. It's crazy. You can't live off it, trust me. It was nowhere near close to what he makes.
Now look, why is there a huge gap in hieroglyphs and the alphabet? There's not. They want you to think there's a huge gap. No, they're still using hieroglyphs. They're just moving and in cartoons. Or
I'm
they
sorry, it wasn't his back, it was his shoulder. His back was 20 years ago. His shoulder, he's had multiple shoulder surgeries. It's just, it'll never be the same. And they want to do another replacement. They totally replaced his other shoulder. They wanted to replace this one, but he didn't want to go through that again. That was awful. He's all metal in his other shoulder. But yeah, it was awful. But yeah, no, comp isn't what, I don't even understand people when they say, oh, you people just want to be out on comp. For what? You don't get shit. You only get a fraction of your pay, and you still got to pay taxes on it, you know? And then they also will take your medical insurance premiums and stuff out of that little comp check. So they can shove that little comp check. Because, no. Wow. Please let your dog in. Oh my God. Can you guys hear that dog barking? He is freaking out.
Explorer.
But see, they don't, it's hard to explain because he's under a government contract. So his regular rate is what they would pay, but the additional rates he gets for the health and wellness and stuff like that, comp doesn't include that. So he loses a lot of money.
Yeah.
Let's go. Jump in.
Huh? How the hell did we get to Dora? Yeah, this is gonna get struck.
HelloFresh. Guys, shrimp spaghetti with the kick is what we're gonna make. You guys know that HelloFresh makes cooking dinner.
She's a little girl that has no parents with her that just roams through the woods with a monkey that has boots.
His name is Boots.
On the ground. Well, if she's wandering through the woods by herself, well, that's not good, right?
It's a cartoon.
Little kids have imaginations. Do you want your kid watching that being like, aha, I can leave with no parents as well and just walk around and go on an adventure in the woods?
No.
You have a little kid who goes walking out in the world these days.
My kids love Dora, and no, they don't think that. My goddaughters love Dora. Never once did they try to go walk around free everywhere in the woods and stuff. Stop. You're totally misrepresenting the whole Dora scenario. Stop. And Boots is cool. That's Dora's monkey.
Ace. Who's to say they don't end up on a farm like the fucking Teletubbies? Bye-bye.
Oh, the Teletubbies. We were just doing the Teletubbies stuff the other day. Oh my God, I called my cat the Teletubby. But Chess and Manya did and I shared it too, did a thing because of being called the Teletubbies with them. It was cool. But yeah, I don't know. I don't watch Teletubbies. My kids don't either. But anyway. That's what my husband's doing. Spitfire. He's refusing to quit. He said, what are you going to live on? You can't live on what they want to give you. You can't, in this day and age, you can't live on what you make. And then they want you to go down less. But yeah, he's the same way. The back surgery they need to do on him is not good. They made it clear that for at least a year, he will not return to work. And they can't even say if he'll get back out of the wheelchair to do anything. If he'll walk again. So he's not. Always thought something off with the Teletubbies. Yeah, I've never been into the Teletubbies, and my kids aren't either. No.
The Teletubbies disappear in a concealed bunker in the hills on a energy farm. Look in the background. You see the windmill? Now look, what's going on with farms in our life? Farmers,
please let your dog in.
Please, live on a farm and do country boy shit, are getting fucked out of their farms. Who's buying their farms? Fucking rich people. What are they doing with them? Making them energy farms.
Like what?
So to answer the question in a full circle,
wait a minute.
Why do I think
What farms are being bought and turned into energy farms? Aw, I'm sorry, Spitfire.
There was a weird depiction between UFOs and cows. You ever heard the term cash cow? Well, if they steal the
Yeah,
cow,
they just say, "Oh, we'll take disability." I hear your story, Knight. Yeah, good luck trying to live off of it. Bill Gates. Is he? Wow. Yeah, that's one thing. My husband does have a good pain management doctor, but the surgery is so risky for him. The risk outweigh the benefit. You're by yourself in the country? Wow.
you can get cash for the cows. You get way more cash for a human than you do for a fucking cow. Which is why all these new farms ain't got no fucking cows on them. And I know what you're thinking. What is there any depiction of that specifically in these shows, like you're saying? Yeah. There's actually a fucking cow purse.
He is? He's the biggest landowner in the U.S.? I'm going to look into that. Wow. Yeah.
What do you put inside of a purse? Cash. Why would you make a purse on a kid's show and have cow print on it unless it was about cash cows?
Wait a minute. That's on Teletubbies for little kids to watch? Yeah, okay. I'm glad my kids don't watch that. Yeah, it's tough to learn. It is tough to live with. And if you don't have a good pain management doctor that's willing to do what it takes to help you, it's rough. Yeah, my kids would not be. I'm sorry. I don't think that was appropriate for little kids. Maybe it's just me, but maybe I'm a prude. I don't know.
Open your eyes and stop being a lazy fucking American and realize what's going on. Or what could possibly.
I'll back it up. Listen, look at what they. I'm sorry, but I don't want my kids watching stuff like that. I'm very careful on what they watch.
Being a lazy fucking American and realize
I do.
Open your eyes.
Okay, that show is for like kids my son's age and younger. Yeah, he's not tickling no one's behind.
And stop being a lazy fucking American and realize what's going on. What could possibly be going on. Slavery never ended. It just changed up its framework. One last thing. What was the problem with herding the slaves and keeping them in one spot when they were on these farms? Them getting away.
Easy with the slavery talk now.
And being able to run to someone else and tell them. Where would you go to not have to worry about herding cows? Not have to worry about traffic? A fucking island.
Do you know if a kid did that in elementary school to a student in school, there would be immediate meetings at the principal's office. That's inappropriate touching. Oh, there would be a whole shit show.
Who the fuck owns the island we all know about? Okay, then. Why the fuck don't we know anything about it? The longer it takes for this fucking list to come out, the more fake bullshit lists are on the internet. At that rate, we would never find out. Epstein's list ain't a fucking Netflix series, motherfucker. Just tell us who's all on the fucking list.
50% with your insurance. That's what our insurance is, a freaking mess. That was that's really when I got really sick right before Christmas. Well, it started at the end of October from my surgery. They hit us with that huge bill that we weren't expecting, and you had to pay while you were there, or you couldn't get it done. And I'm already prepped and everything. They knew you'd have no choice but to pay it. But man, it's insane what it costs. I've got 2 new prescriptions sitting at the pharmacy right now. I didn't go pick up yet, but I will. It's just insane. Even with insurance, it's still insane. It would probably shock you guys to know just in December alone, every time I turned around, they were putting me on new meds, changing the meds I just went and paid for. It would probably shock you to know it was. Oh, it's crazy.
Okay, everyone. Time for Trust Fall.
Okay, that was it. But yeah, that was a lot there. I just wanted to come on here and have a couple laughs. I figured he'd be good for one. But I think tomorrow I'm going to get into this Shanda von Ark story or case. It's what, dear? Sympathy, you just had dinner. Wait a minute, and I'll make you some popcorn. These kids eat nonstop. They just had, not only did she have dinner, but she had dessert, then she had candy, then she had chips, and she's still hungry. I haven't started pain management yet. So far, I manage with supplements, Tarmac, GABA, NAC, and script muscle relaxers. Yeah. I use Xanaplex. It's crazy. It shouldn't cost us this kind of money. It shouldn't. It really shouldn't. It's just you pay a fortune for your medical coverage in the first place to turn around. Like I said, for that surgery, I thought it was going to be the typical $300-400, max. Oh no, I'm there prepped. They're saying, "Oh, you got to pay $1,400." I'm like, "What? What choice did I have?" I had to have the pump replaced. I could not leave. The pump battery was dead. It had to be replaced ASAP. So that really hurt. And then I got really sick in December, just couldn't get better. And let's just say I spent well over $2,000 on medications that I couldn't take. Yeah, it's crazy. They got flushed. Some did, some didn't, because some I can use, but it's just, yeah, it's crazy. That's why I was so thankful for what Nonsense did and for what everybody did, because it just, wow, it was a lot right before Christmas too. And it was just, and my husband had to miss all that work because somebody had to take care of the kids. I was in the hospital in ICU. And then when I came home, I was still in the bed. I couldn't do anything. So he missed a lot of work. But you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, because your blood pressure will go up with pain. Gabapentin messed with my brain so bad. Changed to Lyrica. It's not much better. Yeah, I can't do gabapentin. It doesn't. My husband takes Lyrica. Gabapentin and me don't get along. Well, that's great, Story Night, that you're able to manage like that. Some people say that, you have vitamins that make you nauseous. Oh. Your meds are over $3,000 without insurance every month. That's crazy. I'm mother of 2 boys. That's insane. And you know what? They don't cost that. There should be price control on medications. There should be. Everybody's got to get rich real fast, you know? And the time will come when I have to have pain management. Yeah. My husband he doesn't have a choice. Neither do I. I mean, he couldn't work. There's just no way. As bad as his back is, there's times that he'll call me from the driveway because he can't get out of the truck by himself. I have to go and help him to get back in the house. It's sad, but, you know, he's 62. He's going to be 63. But you got to work, you know, you got to eat, you got to live, and it just keeps getting more and more expensive. Addiction runs in my family. I don't touch narcotics and won't for as long as I can. I hear you. But just because it runs in your family doesn't mean it will with you. Just remember that. Keep that thought in the back of your head. But I get it. I totally get it. I've lost family members to the heroin fentanyl crisis, you know, and nephews. I lost friends that I was blown away. I didn't even know that he was, and he couldn't afford to go to pain management for his back. So apparently, which I wasn't even aware that he was buying fentanyl on the street from somebody, and that's shit. You don't know the dosage, you don't know what you're taking, and it ended his life. Blew my mind. I never even knew. Oh yeah, they cost pennies to make compared to what we actually pay for them. Oh yeah. I have it. I am so careful because of it. I get it. I do. Your kidneys shut down. I'm going through that. We thought they kept telling me, oh no, it's your back, it's your lower back, it's your sciatica and stuff like that. I'm like, no, the pain's too high for it to be my sciatica. But they kept blowing me up. The doctor kept saying, no. Well, had they bothered just to do something as simple as a blood test, maybe my kidneys wouldn't be in the shape they're in right now had they done that. Because when I got really sick with the RSV that turned into pneumonia, damn near killed me. That's when I found out my kidneys were not working. And the brown urine maybe's a big sign, hello, but the pain was too high to be what they were saying. Yeah, my inhalers are my copay on my inhalers. I mean, I got to pay $150 just to have a rescue inhaler so I can breathe. Are you kidding me? And then my nebulizer broke and they would not let me come home from the hospital without one so I could do my breathing treatment. So I had to, it's crazy. Yeah, they do, because even that pharmacist felt so bad. He's like, oh my God, you just got all 6 of those prescriptions. They were hundreds of dollars. And they turned around and changed everything. Stopped them and changed me to other meds. He said, they left the store. I can't even take them back. It sucked. Yeah. Yeah. And then our pharmacy, because Winn-Dixie's all sold, Aldi's bought all Winn-Dixies, and they closed all the pharmacies. So all the Winn-Dixie's pharmacies were closed. So then all these people, all these patients had to be transferred, and there was no way CVS was going to be able to take all that on by themselves. But apparently some of the prescriptions didn't transfer. It's just been a nightmare. But they're doing it. I mean, I was thankful that they did, and some now they're splitting up and sending to Walgreens because it's just too much. $40,000 a month without insurance. I have one that is $10,000 a month without insurance. So we reach our family out of pocket quickly. Wow. That's nuts. That is insane. No medication should cost that. Yeah, there is companies that will help. It's just crazy. When you know it's only costing them a couple dollars to make each one of them pills, and you're paying $40,000. That's insanity. They pay all but $25 on a 3-month supply. Oh, that's cool. And so I went to the doctor's last week, and he put me back on antibiotics, back on the cough medicine, back on the steroids. I'm like, Jesus, give my body a break. But I just can't shake this for some reason this time. And then, I have medical insurance, but still the copays are just crazy anymore. We get both of them down to either $5 or $250 for them with our insurance. Oh, that's great. I'm wigging out now over the ICU bills. Oh, Jesus. But while the kids are being really quiet. Okay, I can see what they're doing. They're watching Moana. Okay. They love that movie, Moana. But that's all. It's just been. I had to give up my insurance I had through work. They told me last minute that I had to start paying for it again. Wow. My husband calls both of these meds liquid gold. Yeah, it is for the drug company. There needs to be a cap on what they are allowed to charge. Come on, they can still make plenty of money without being so damn greedy. And the thing is, they're just so greedy. Yeah, I'm stressing out about it though, because it's just a lot, and I don't know. Like, we spent money that we didn't have to spend because of me being sick, and I feel so guilty about that because I was telling them for months it wasn't my sciatica, and it was wrong with my back. It was way too high up. It was in the middle of the back, behind the ribs. It wasn't sciatica. And now I have to, see a kidney specialist and see what's going to happen, see what the game plan is going on here. Hopefully will work itself out. There won't be a game plan after that, but one at a time. Don't think of the pile. Yeah. And I'm still trying to find a dentist within at least an hour and a half radius of me for the kids. It's insane. Honestly, I can't wait till we can put them on my husband's insurance, even though it's going to cost an arm and a leg, because I won't have to deal with having to go an hour and a half away for a cleaning for dental. But, because the case is in permanency, still, I got to do what they say. And then my little boy brings me home this paper saying he's been to the eye doctor. I've had both their eyes checked. My daughter wears glasses. She's had eye surgery. She had eye surgery a year ago. A year and a half. Yeah, a year and a half ago. It worked great. She still needs glasses, but it fixed the muscles and stuff. He just had his eyes checked, and he has great vision. not even a year ago. So I get a thing from the school that he failed his eye test. And I said, Dallas, why didn't you read the letters? He said, I didn't understand what they wanted me to do. I thought I had to read the words. I didn't know the words. I'm only in kindergarten. I said, Jesus. Oh, I was like, so the kid didn't understand what he's supposed to do. He had to threaten to quit taking my dinner. Oh, yeah. Honestly, it was, I don't like to give, it was the ICU doctor who said, look, it's not her back, okay? It's your kidneys. She's been trying to tell y'all. Maybe the first hint was, urine's a different color and, where the pain's at. And yeah. Yeah, when he told me that today, I cracked up. I was like, "You've got to be!" I said, "You went to the eye doctor. When you cover your eye, you're supposed to read the letters." He said, "No, they wanted me to read words. I'm only in kindergarten. I didn't know them." Jesus. He said, "I know what to do, so I just didn't do it." I'm like, "Oh my god." Well, they told me my daughter had a hearing but couldn't hear because she flunked the hearing test in school. Well, they used the machine that's 20 freaking years old, okay? Jumped through hoops to get her hearing checked, and there was nothing wrong with her hearing. It was the school's machine. But, yeah. But with the state, you're required to do. What is? Yeah, did you see that stuff with the Chris Watts thing that's going on? Where they're saying now there's video showing the mistress' vehicle with close by when the whole situation happened. They said it was a white SUV. That's what she drove, was a white SUV. I don't know. And the Innocence Project taking on Peterson, that blew me away too. I'm like, are you kidding me? There's a lot of other people in prison that shouldn't be that could use the Innocent Project over him. Sorry, that's just my opinion. But, yeah, and just because the Innocent Project is taking him on doesn't mean he's going to get out. I barely made it through Christmas. I didn't have money for 3 months of insurance, like the last minute. At that last minute, yeah, that's a lot at the last minute. I don't know. Well, there's this guy on this YouTuber. He is so obsessed with the Watts case. He actually sits there and acts like he's crying. And it's not even his content; it's other people's content he's playing. But yeah, it's creepy. He's weird. He's too obsessed with it. It's wild. For some reason, the school's making the parents answer a question every week about careers. I keep telling them I'm too old for homework. My daughter doesn't like my sarcastic answers. I'm so glad they're having the father-daughter / sweetheart dance. They haven't had one since the virus, since everything. Well, she's in 3rd grade. This will be the first one. So 4 years, I'm glad they're having it. But, it's just another expense. Got to buy $20 for tickets. You got to buy a corsage. You got to buy a new dress and a pair of shoes to go with it. Because, of course, she had to ruin her shoes using them to stop herself on the swings. Ruined the whole tips of them. But, yeah. It's it's an experience that memories that they'll have, and I'll have video of it. One question was, what career do you regret? I told her that I regretted having her because then I wouldn't have had to answer these questions. As Tiffany came to me, she said, for show and tell, can I take in something from Daddy's job? I said, I don't know how you can do that. And she said, can I take in one of his scrubs? I'm like, no. It's like 50 sizes too big on you. What are you going to do with it? Phone call. I'll be right back. That's all right. I'm going to end this. But yeah, it's been a crazy night. That's for sure. With Peterson, really? Which Peterson? Scott Peterson. Macy's the one who was convicted of murdering Lacey and the baby. I don't understand why the Innocence Project's taking it on, but just because they do doesn't mean he's going to get out. And it could take another 20 years. You never know. I don't know. There's somebody, there's a true crimer doing it now. So I'm going to check that out and see what she's saying. I got to find the tooth fairy box. Hey, Jess, I got to find the tooth fairy box so I can put this tooth under her pillow because I don't think she's going to buy that the banks are closed this time. She actually looked at me when I told her that, like, is that possible? I said, when you lose your teeth late at night, the banks are all closed and the tooth fairy can't go get change. Oh, she won't fall for it again. Sash, I don't do Twitch, but I did because you did a live on Twitch. So I went and I watched your 8-hour live. It was really, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Now I'm going to be following you on Twitch. I just don't game, but I mean, unless the game's going to pay me, you know, like I used to get from Swagbucks and stuff, but not the kind of games you all play. You guys play real games. These were just that's a good one. Tooth Fairy doesn't work on the weekends. She made sure she went and got a piece of taffy so that tooth would come out. It was just that, it was that loose. So it wouldn't have mattered what she ate, it would have came out. There's a lot of arts and crafts on there as well as games. Cool. I'll be checking out now that I go over there. I said I don't do Twitch, but I knew I'd end up following you over there anyway. Partly because EKC did her live, and what I did watch of it, I wanted to watch her live for myself, not what she was saying. I don't even understand why she did. Never mind. You can't understand somebody who doesn't have no brain cells. But I know they like to put shit on Twitter. Mr. Blackwood likes to insert himself in everything. Getting sucked in, yeah. Now I go there to watch you. Hell, I barely have enough time. One of the other questions was, what career do you see seeing your child doing? I told her anything where she makes a lot of money so she can take care of me. I was told to elaborate. Oh, they big mad. I'm the big boss. Talking big game. Take a big loss. I said, so I said, because your brother isn't. Oh, Marcy. Mine are getting up there. She's getting a little bit of a cocky attitude, and oh hell no, I'm not having it. Oh hell no. We're going to be going round for round because I'm not going to put up with that. Nope. And she's upset because she can't use our last name yet. She thinks everybody uses. She doesn't get it that not she's too young to understand. They don't talk, but then they probably do. I'm probably wrong. They probably do. The kids probably do talk. Not every kid has the same last name as their parent. Okay, they're in there cahooting with each other. I'm a little worried. They're being a little too quiet. The dog's laying down sleeping, the cat's laying down sleeping, and the kids are being too quiet. Am I going to have a living room left? It's not a school night, so they get to stay up till 9 o'clock. They're thrilled. Well, maybe I'll even let them stay up till 9:30. Maybe I'll splurge and let them stay up till 9:30. Don't matter to let him stay up late, because my little one, he's up at the crack of freaking dawn. It don't matter. You can let that boy stay up till midnight, and he'd still be up at 5:30, 6 o'clock. Well, maybe 6:30. Now, she'll sleep sometimes till 7, 7:30 if he doesn't bother her. But usually he goes into her room and wakes her up. My husband has given her better answers than me. I think if she would put my answers in several times, they would stop asking them. Why are they asking them? Silence is the sound of trouble. Very much so. Very much so. Okay, I see the Lego box moved. Oh, dear Lord, am I going to have Legos all over the house? Them things hurt to step on them in the middle of the night, too, you know. Freaking Legos, they freaking hurt to step on. But this kid will spend hours building Lego stuff. You give her a box of Legos and one of those Lego books, and she's gone for the day. She's done. She's gone for the day. And if she don't like what's in the book, she makes up her own stuff to build. That's how I know I don't need to worry about NXT. Always nervous when they get quiet. Yeah. I can see them a little bit. They're watching Moana. Anyway. But yeah, I'm going to end this. I'm going to go live this weekend, though. And show you all, get you all into the Shonda Van Ark case. It's pretty horrific. It really is what they did to that 15-year-old child. But since I'm down the rabbit hole, I'm taking y'all with me. All right, Josh. All right, guys. Well, everybody, thank you for hanging out with me on your Friday night. And mods, thank you. And everybody, thank you for your support. And I will see you on the YouTube streets. Night all.